88.5 LP FM WBTS Better Radio. This is a Better Conversation. The amazingly hyped Better Conversation that I've been hyping up for the last few hours is finally here.
Yeah, what a letdown it's going to be for everyone involved.
It's going to be a letdown.
Carl, can you... Oh, here they are. You want to plug in the mic? The headphones here?
I
I
can plug in the headphones.
Listen, you kicked the can all day long for this show because I just was late.
Listen.
Here, oh, these are mine.
Well, it's here now, so that's all that matters.
Well, nothing else matters. You got that Y splitter over there, man?
I got that Y splitter.
This wire is very long, Carl.
It's a very long.
Okay, there you go.
Well,
it's
a coiled wire as well.
It's coiled. So what's up, man?
Oh, stuff and things.
Can you turn the headphones up just a hair on the dial there for me?
You good?
Yeah, thanks, man.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the review rule, the call rule, like they can review plays in baseball now?
Wait, was that never a thing? I didn't even wait. What? I thought that was always.
Well, let's move on to the next.
Oh my god!
I just kind of got back into watching baseball again with my dad, and
that's good though.
But which
those Watertown Bucks.
Yeah, when your old man gets older, you have to.
Well, yeah,
go to a ball game.
Yeah,
and you have a hot dog, and it's great.
Of course.
But even I, Carl, knew. I'm sorry.
Look how out of the loop I am.
Well,
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's pitiful.
Here's a word a Frank Breach.
A Frank Breach.
It sounds like a guy's name, but it's actually a breech. It's the name of a breech baby position. But I always thought it'd be a good name for a character.
Frank Breach.
Frank Breach, Private Eye.
Reminds me of.
Let me be frank with you.
It reminds me of the Naked Gun a little bit. I don't know why. Frank Drebin. Frank Drebin. All right. No, I didn't want to.
Oh, you're in there, man.
All right, we're good.
That's perfect, dude.
We're good.
That's
I was like, I didn't know how badly I wanted to move it because
I found this term too, Carl. Moxibustion breach.
That is really interesting.
Moxibustion is something to do with like. I don't know. They put these little fires out. They put these fires on you, and then like they put these. It's smoke. I don't know. Like there's these glass covers.
Dang.
It's something to do with acupuncture.
Oh my god, that should also be the name of a character.
I like Moxibustion.
Moxibustion breach.
Nice.
Private Eye. Yeah.
I had a question too. Why do cannibals in movies always cook people with their clothing on? They don't mind.
I guess
cooking
they don't.
Their sneakers and their belt buckles.
I mean, I guess if they have the taste for human flesh, I mean, maybe they
like rayon also.
Yeah, huh?
Well, if you like human flesh, you must love rayon.
Yeah, like it's not like they might not even have that might not bother them. Like if human flesh doesn't bother them, who's to say that cotton or rayon or
maybe human flesh is delicious and we just don't know it because we never tried it.
Maybe it is. I'm
sure it doesn't taste like chicken. But with our diet, I guess it would also depend on whether somebody had a good diet. Like somebody just eats at McDonald's 3 days a week.
True.
Drinks a lot. I don't want his thigh. Yeah. What's for dinner?
Yeah, I'll
Pete's
pass.
Thigh.
I'll
no,
pass.
Thanks.
I'll pass on that guy. Yeah, that's fine with me. I don't know. How do you think it?
What's the best part of a person to cook? I wonder. Like
probably.
Where would you get the steaks? Are we designed? I guess we'd be similar to like. Think about cutting up like a orangutan or something.
I don't know. Well, my mind immediately goes to the thighs, and
it always does, Carl.
It always does.
All you got on your mind over there is the thighs.
I would be lying if I said that wasn't the case. Yeah, either the thighs or that's like what my main. I just feel like that would be a good source.
What about the fingers? Instead of chicken fingers,
it'd be
Stan's fingers.
Stan's fingers. Interesting.
Roasted Stan fingers, but. There is a little bit of meat and stuff on the fingers.
You might have to debone it though if you want to make it fun to eat.
Deboned fingers.
I mean, I feel like it's not like chicken wings or something where there's like a good amount on there and you just eat around the bone. I feel like there's not enough on human fingers for it to warrant still having the bone in. I think you should take the bone out and make them boneless fingers.
Now, what about, okay, now, can you get them denailed, or you have to do your own denailing? So you can't eat the nail. And I bet you the cuticle is the most tenderest, delicious part
Probably.
of the finger.
Yeah, probably. Yeah, I'd say denail and debone, so that'd be good.
But, there's nothing like a good second knuckle.
There really isn't. That's what my dad always told me.
And for the kids, the little toes.
Yeah,
like a bag of
they're not as big as the fingers. You can just more bite-sized portions.
Bite-sized fun. You get a cookie shaped like a foot.
Yeah, it's
Grimace.
It's fun for the whole family, to be totally honest.
Do you know? Now, here's a question: do you know who Grimace is?
Maybe.
Do you know who the Hamburglar is?
Of course.
Okay. Fry Guys. Are you familiar with Fry Guys?
I don't think so.
How about? Okay, who else? I guess Ronald McDonald. Is he still around? Okay,
he's still around. Yes.
Grimace was a large purple
that was him
thing that hung out with him.
Oh
yeah.
Snap! I had these. I remember back in the day. I had McDonald's used to give out in your Happy Meals. They used to give out these videotapes with cartoons on them. McDonald's made their own
McDonald's is rocking.
They made their own episodes, and they had all these characters. And so I know the Hamburglar for sure. And then Grimace, the big purple guy. I don't know who Fry Guys is.
Fry Guys hung out. They might have hung out with the Hamburglar, but then they had the Chicken McNugget guys that came on board when they invented those.
Oh, okay,
and they
Chicken
were
McNugget guys.
But at first they were little babies, they were in a little box, with little finger puppets.
Oh,
what's happening?
Nice. Oh, hey,
we have a guest in the studio. She's living in the studio. We can't get her out of here. She's walled herself in. And she's heavily armed.
I got
a bottle of imprint.
I got scared this morning because she appeared up there, and I didn't know that the thing went out in the hallway.
Yeah.
So I just thought she'd been up there the whole time. I was like, oh God, no! I've been talking
sorry.
like an idiot this whole time.
We can push pause, change, or whatever. We'll leave.
No, I'm good.
Okay.
I'm just spying on your radio show.
Come on down if you want and talk.
All right, man.
We'll interview you.
Came in during the best part. Let me tell you.
You can jump or go around. It's your option.
I don't think I feel safe jumping.
I wouldn't either.
I wouldn't.
Carl said he might catch you, but
I don't know that I trust him enough yet.
I wouldn't.
I would.
You cannot. I wouldn't trust him with a 10-foot pole. What does that mean? That means nothing.
No, you wouldn't.
That's the wrong. I wouldn't. Yeah, but that's nothing to do with trust.
Listen, I'm not.
I would trust you with a 10-foot pole in your hands. I don't know what that means.
Listen, I'm not that gross. Okay, a 10-foot.
You
pole
want a
is
chair?
Totally safe.
There's a little seat out there. There's a little piano stool, circular. Sweet. Yeah. Well, This is nice. We'll finally have something interesting to talk about.
This is great.
We do have to talk about Biggs Darklightner. What's his name? Star Wars. Are you Star Wars? Do you know anything about it?
You know a little bit about
Okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, you wanted to talk about that? All right.
Yeah, later on.
That works.
We'll get to it.
I know the guy. I saw the guy. I met the guy who played Kylo Ren.
What?
Did you?
Yep.
What?
Okay. We don't have 3, so
fine.
I'm gonna do this like Bob Barker.
Okay.
If you could hook us up with Adam Driver so we can get him on the show, that would be great.
I'll get right on that.
Okay, because we need that.
He was. They did Angels in America in the Signature Theater Company in New York City.
Is that they do? He does Arts in the Armed Forces. I think that's what it's called. They go around to all these. Actually, no, that's probably not what that is. But I know he's big into theater too.
Yeah, he played. He had a lead role in Angels in America, which is it's a show that takes 2 nights to put on. It's one of the best known plays.
Yeah, it's about it takes place in the 80s, and it's got it's about the AIDS epidemic and
Mormons.
LGBT. Yeah, Mormons, LGBT issues.
Has everything.
It is great.
Yeah, it's great.
Check it out. Maybe we'll put it. No, we're not going to put it on here. Why would we ever do
It
that?
would be difficult.
Yeah.
What is your name and where are you from, or alias and where you're not from?
My name is Nola, and I am from Ithaca.
Nice.
I am a student at Cornell, and I study
Fancy.
biology and society.
Nice.
Yep.
I almost went to Ithaca College, but
Me too.
I didn't. It's a nice college, though.
I used to be a theater major, so when I first went, that was when I first went
They
to
have
college.
a good
Yeah.
program at Ithaca, yeah.
I ended up at NYU for a year instead, but
Jesus. I wish I could go to NYU.
Carl goes to the Rochester Institute of Technology. It's very prestigious in name also.
That is pretty prestigious. I know. Oh yeah, and lots of people I know wanted to transfer there because I started at community college. So yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It's the good way to go because now I am like thousands and thousands of dollars in debt that I possibly could have avoided.
Debt free. I'm sorry. I hate rubbing that in
It's
people's
okay.
face.
It's
just,
no. If I was,
it's just one of
I
those
would
things.
too. If I was debt free, I would be like, look, you could have gone to community college, bro. Jeez.
Amen. What else you want to know?
You have a family.
I do. I am married, and I have a stepdaughter who is 7.
Damn, nice.
Yep. And I've known both of them for 5 years. So
Cool.
Yep. She calls me Nola, but she doesn't want to. But she introduces me to people as her stepmom, and I'm not mean. I'm the not wicked stepmother. So
That's a good stepmom.
Yeah. I got it done. We co-parent. We have her on the weekends, and her mom and dad have her during the week. Her other mom and dad. We're good.
Nice.
Yeah, I bet the hippies would dig it.
They would.
What's your husband do?
He is a software engineer. He codes for X-ray crystallography machines.
That sounds so fancy.
It does, doesn't it?
Like any name, you have to take a breath halfway through it to get through it.
I know.
Oh. What was that? X-ray crystallography machines?
Yep. It fires X-rays at crystals. Yeah, pretty much like phasers. Like lightsabers. If you're trying to get back to Star Wars.
No, I'm not.
Okay. Well, it's like. Yeah. No, you the little chips that go into your computer, you have to orient them correctly. They're made of crystals, and the crystals have to be oriented correctly in order for the chips to work. So you orient crystals at a molecular level using X-rays.
So somebody actually does this. There's a job. There's a job for just about.
There's a job for everything.
Oh yeah,
That's
X-ray
great,
crystallography is a really great way of orienting like molecular structure, though, for anything. Yeah, protein.
Guaranteed.
Yeah, it is.
Guaranteed to have a nice retirement with your husband.
I hope so, because I don't know that I'm going to do anything especially lucrative, even though I work my butt off. But the things I like to do are less.
What's your goal? What's your main objective? Where do you see yourself in 10 years?
Oh Jesus!
I hate this question. I can never answer it.
I would like to be. I want to have a small farm of my own, whether or not it supports me or other people, I don't know. But I'd also, I hope to be either in healthcare. I'm looking at nurse practitionership, or I'm a microbiologist currently. So that's what I do right now.
Yeah, you guys are set.
Yeah.
Most
gonna
things,
say,
most people are like, well, I hope I get my promotion at Walmart in June. If that goes well, then I might be able to, stock the screws in the back room. So
I've been there. I was on. I worked at Best Buy. I was on Geek Squad.
Oh, Geek Squad.
That's how I met my husband. That was his second job on Geek Squad.
Dang.
Yep.
You guys have come a long way.
see, Carl, there's even hope for you. See,
Huh?
there's even hope for you.
Yeah, man. What are you gonna do after college?
I want to. Okay, so I really want to go into film editing. I'm actually doing an internship at a TV station up here that gives me that I can edit. Like I've actually have had a few promotions go on TV so
Sweet.
far. So I want to get into editing, but it's like opportunities up here for that is it's pretty small.
My
So-
dad was an editor.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. See.
No, he worked at Cornell. He made films for Cornell. He was the director of the media. He passed a few years ago, but he was the director of the media and television service department at Cornell. So he got to go to like Mongolia and the Dominican Republic and make films for Cornell. Wicked good editor.
Your family is like so like.
My mom's an opera singer, so
This is. You're more interesting than both of us combined.
This is a breath of fresh air to this room and any conversation we could have in the next month or so, at least.
I'm here all month, boys.
Well, then it'll only get
Yeah, I was gonna say we'll get to know each other pretty well. 'Cause
Fantastic.
We'll be here the entire
we can
time.
Make it, we can make it a. We can make it every. We can make a show of it every day.
We can.
We can plug you into that box over there.
Oh, sweet.
Next time if you want to do something.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go weed in the garden, not like weed. I'm not gonna go do weed.
We don't judge though.
Weed.
You're gonna pick weeds and throw them somewhere.
Yes. Exactly. But I hope to speak with you again. I
Yes.
love radio. I listen to radio constantly. And if you are listening right now, you should be very happy because radio is a wonderful thing that you should support.
It is.
Can you say, this is very hacky, this is the hackiest radio bit ever, but we're recording this and we're live right now anyways, but can you just say you're listening to 88.5 LPFM? Don't say the last WBTS.
You could say better radio, though.
Yeah,
if she
say
wants
better
to. That's
radio.
what I've been saying.
We'll cut it up a little bit and we'll edit it because we're going to be dropping the WBTS call letters soon.
Okay.
So we're just kind of keeping them out of the promotional stuff. But we're on YouTube.
Okay.
So this is all going to be loaded up on YouTube, so anywhere your friends can listen to it where they're from home.
You're listening to 88.5 LPFM, Better Radio. I am Nola Booth.
Nice to meet you, Noah. I worked with a Booth. Yeah, he was from north of Utica somewhere. It doesn't really matter. I know you don't know him, and
ID Booth. They do scrap metal stuff.
might have been his kin, as they say in the North Country. Well, thanks. Yeah, come back.
Thank you.
We'll probably do this like once a week. Maybe I'll be back Monday. We'll do another one, maybe.
All right. 4th of July special.
Yes.
Oh, well, yeah, maybe not the
shit.
4th. Maybe Wednesday then.
yeah.
Next Wednesday, probably.
Sweet deal.
All
Sweet.
right.
Thanks.
Thank you.
Awesome. That is Nola Booth.
And
She,
now back to
Nola is
ourselves.
quite a cool girl.
Very much.
Very nice.
Very much
Boy,
so.
that was nice. I can see all these drivers just with their fingers just straining to grab the volume knob as soon as they hear our voices, and then she comes in the room
They're
like,
like,
maybe I'll give this 5 seconds.
and now we're back, and they're like,
Yeah. I don't want to consider, option B. I think I'll live for a while,
Yeah.
I can live now because I hear
Yeah.
something different. I brought a book in, Carl. It's
that book.
it's an old Star Wars.
It looks like a magazine or something.
I had a hardcover version of this when I was a kid, but it's a photo book, and it's kind of got a little. It's a book for kids with pictures from the movie, like young adult, I suppose. But it has some nice deleted, not used scene pictures from A New Hope of Luke Skywalker and let's see, Biggs. I'm trying to find his last name. I can't. Darklightner, I think. But I think it was Canadian, because remember what I say, Carl? Luke, at this speed, we'll be able to pull out in time. They're coming in too fast, Luke. Pull back. Today's Canada Day, Carl. Have you played any Canadian music at all?
Let me. Yes.
Do you have any respect for our northern?
I have so much respect for Canadians. So much.
Sweet.
And I will definitely be playing more because I listen to quite a few Canadian acts anyway. So you guys will be getting the love. Actually, I doubt are they able to pick this up anywhere over there, or is it just Ottawa?
No, they had a big protest because the signal was going across the river, and they loudly said, "Please, you have to turn it down. We don't want anything to do with your."
No, not those guys.
Yeah. So
thank you.
No, the short answer, no.
Not those guys.
So, have you ever seen these pictures, Carl?
I don't know if I've ever seen those pictures, but I should mention that in the new Blu-ray edition of the movies, I know they have a deleted scene with Biggs in it.
Okay.
It was right before they were about to go attack the Death Star, but it was like a way extended version of the scene.
That's a different. Yeah, I've seen that.
Just
I've seen that.
everything else is
But
just
they didn't add it in the Blu-ray. Like, they didn't add this scene from what's the name of this town? You can waste time with your friends. Remember all that? Where was it going? Not Mos Eisley. Anchorhead.
Oh, yeah.
You can waste time with your friends when your chores are done.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think.
Listen, I saw the movie personally at least 100 times as a child. Now, my son has seen the movie probably 1,000 times, and
Good
then
job.
I saw it another 500 or 600 times while he was watching. I've seen this movie. I know every sound effect, bleep, bang. I mean, it's just I can't help it.
I wouldn't be able
It's
to
in my
help it either,
DNA in this movie.
basically. I feel I should ask you because I hadn't asked you yet. Did you enjoy The Force Awakens? Or
Yes, I
you?
did.
You did. Okay, that's good. 'Cause
I thought
really-
it was kind of like what he did with the Star Trek franchise. He just went back, kind of rewrote A New Hope
kind of did
slightly.
That. Yeah.
Not him though, Lawrence Kasdan.
Yeah,
I love
yeah.
it because Lawrence Kasdan was involved, which Empire Strikes Back, the first Indy is Lawrence Kasdan,
Yeah.
Raiders of the Lost Ark. He's a phenomenal writer. Plus, you ever see The Big Chill?
I've heard of The Big Chill. I haven't seen it.
He directed, wrote, and directed that, and that's good. That's an 80s coming of age. 60s hippies that now they're all in their 30s, and like they're all like, one guy like got lost in drugs, another one went to be a yuppie with finance. You know, it's just where these people ended up. One girl, she had a rough time, whatever.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's pretty good. But Lawrence Kasdan, anyways. So as soon as I knew he was involved, I'm like, I'm fine, and I relaxed. Like, he's writing the new Han Solo movie. I'm relaxed. It's cool. Everything's cool.
I don't think he's writing episode 8.
No,
though.
not episode 8.
Yeah, it's Ryan Johnson is writing the next two, and he did. Have you seen Breaking Bad at all?
No, I've not.
Okay, so this guy directed. He's directed. I think he's written quite a few episodes of Breaking Bad too. I could be wrong, but he's directed a few episodes of Breaking Bad, and one of those episodes that was I think it was the third to last episode in the entire series is highly regarded as one of the best episodes of television to ever air, and it's incredible. So if you have not seen Breaking Bad, watch it, and you will see.
I'm going to debate that. That's a pretty tall.
It's tall, but it's this episode,
The best episode of television ever?
One of the best.
Okay.
It's incredible. It is unbelievable, and he directed that episode, and he's also.
No, just straighten up.
I was like, what's going? Okay, and he's directing. He's writing. I know he's writing and directing the next one, and then he's writing episode 8. And I don't know how excited, or no, he's writing and directing episode 9. Excuse me, or no. Directing episode 8, not directing episode 9. There we go.
Okay.
I am cautious about episode 9 though, because Colin Trevorrow is directing it, and he directed Jurassic World. And
I literally fell asleep watching that twice. Once at the drive-in, once at home when we rented it. I could not get through that movie.
I don't know how good I'm feeling about that. I am hoping though, because the writing seems like it's gonna. I'm like optimistic about the writing that maybe that he'll be able to do something good with the directing.
I don't think Kathleen Kennedy. She seems like a real taskmaster.
Yeah.
I don't think she's gonna let them get away with anything foolish.
Yeah, because
Did you watch any of like the extra stuff from the Force Awakens Blu-ray or DVDs?
I actually
like the extra foot. You know what I mean? Like the.
I actually have that on the way currently. I think it should actually be getting to my house soon. Those things are always so expensive when Disney puts them out, so I have to like invest in it. But yeah, I should be getting it soon.
I got it the day it came out for like $16 at Walmart.
What?
With the DVD, and it's a Blu-ray, DVD, and digital download.
And you got it for 16.
Yeah, but he had. Well, it was day one of when it came out.
God dang. Okay.
I got paid, snuck in there, grabbed it, ran. I mean, I was in and out like 5 seconds, but
you.
I see it the other day. The same thing is like $25.
Yeah, exactly. It's like they make these things so expensive, but yeah, I should hopefully be getting it soon because I mean I know I had to get it, but I hadn't. I was gonna get it when it came out, but I was watching how much I spent, so I just kind of passed on it for then. But I really want to.
Kathleen Kennedy seems like just I don't know. It's just like you see her like they interview everyone.
Yeah,
and the interviews are good, but she seems like she's kind of a hard-nosed, like, I don't know. She just comes off the way. She's probably not. It's just my opinion. I don't personally know her, nor does she probably really even care, what I think. But I'm not saying she's a bad person.
But she just kind of seems like a little bit. I know what you're saying. In interviews, she just kind of seems a little bit of a, like you said, a hard nose.
It was they initially had a writer for the Force Awakens that was taking too long writing.
Okay.
So they fired him.
Ooh.
And it's the way she explains his. I know I'm doing the Donald Trump. My fingers over there, but the way she explains the firing, it just seemed. You could tell she was like
kind of salty about it.
There was like, just bubbling up like where her neck would be. Like, is not that she was angry, but there was. They probably had a. You could tell they probably had a gigantic argument somewhere or something. And so she's like, so we had to make a change in our decision. We went with some. It was just kind of taking too long. And I can see it going, bubble, bubble, bubble. He probably called her a few choice words and things were thrown. I'm
He's
sure.
got to be feeling great right
So,
about now.
Yeah. But get out of the way, man. Lawrence Kasdan, come in and let's clean this up and figure it out here.
Can you imagine just like, I can't. I feel like my worst nightmare of as if I were to be a writer is getting the opportunity to write for Star Wars and then getting fired from it because I wasn't doing as good of a job that they thought I should be doing.
Yeah, so hey, Phil, what are you doing now? I'm writing for a Twinkie commercial.
Didn't you write for Star Wars? No.
Well, the Twinkie commercial is 2.5 hours long. It's really good though. It's like a giant Twinkie. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it's great. It's a lot of action,
If you like Twinkies, like a kid gets caught in a Twinkie, he's got to
Yeah,
himself out. He's
it's
swimming.
great. It's like The Blob, but with a Twinkie.
You watch Inner Space?
Inner Space.
You ever see that movie with Dennis Quaid and Martin Short? If you like Martin Short, it's a little long, and it gets about 3/4 of the way through. It takes a weird. It's like they wrote the script, and they got 3/4 of the way through it, and just go, well, I don't know how to end this. So they just come up with this weird kind of. It almost turned into like a spoofy kind of cliched, wacky ending.
Ugh.
I mean, the movie's
Good.
about it. Okay, you don't even know what I'm talking about, but the movie is Dennis Quaid works for the Air Force or something, and they put him in this pod. He's part of this program where they're going to shrink him down microscopically, inject him into a rabbit.
Nice.
And to see, but inside the pod, like he has little graspy things and he can move around and drive it in the bloodstream. So the graphics are pretty cool, special effect. It was ILM, and they're not bad for the time. And something goes awry. There's a bad guy or whatever, and so Martin Sheen gets injected with Dennis Quaid's little pod.
Nice.
But he doesn't know it. So Dennis Quaid is trying to get Martin Sheen's attention that he's inside of his body. Like he can go up, he can go near his ears, he attaches these little probes so he can hear what Martin Sheen's hearing. Not Martin Sheen. Martin Short.
Yeah.
What did I say? Martin Sheen the whole time?
You said Martin Short the first time.
Okay, I meant Martin. You should have corrected me. I'm sorry.
I honestly, I didn't
I'm
pick
a
it up
moron.
until you did it.
Well, I'm rambling on. I can see your eyes glazing over like, is there a point to the story? But so Martin Short, anyways, Martin Sheen in his part would be the most misguided casting. I mean, he would not be right for this movie.
Apocalypse Now in the body.
Apocalypse Quaid.
Yeah.
He's got to get past his like 12-pack stomach.
Nice.
I envy that. You ever see that? I mean, he's like in perfect shape. I don't know how.
Not
Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen. No, he's big.
Not good.
Martin Short.
Not true.
Martin Short. He's probably in good shape.
Mm-hmm.
Dennis Quaid.
Great shape.
Long guy. I don't know. I have like a small keg. What do you call it? Like what are those little tiny ball keg stomachs? These little, they call them mini,
like a little
mini ball,
like
beer ball,
like a little beer gut or
yeah.
something.
Listen, there's a thing. It's this apparatus you can buy. It's called. I'll think of the name of it, but it goes over your shoulders. It's called the beer gut, and it's shaped like a man's beer gut, and you wear it, but it's hollow, and you fill it with booze, and there's a tube that's inside of it. You go to a ball game. There's a little tube that runs up, and you're sipping off your real belly of beer.
That's a great idea.
I wouldn't put beer in there because when you jump up and down for your team, you got suds coming out of your shorts and they're just rolling down your legs. But
that's a great idea.
But if you put scotch or something in there, you could put Bloody Mary in there. Dang. So if somebody tried to call you on to be red, they wouldn't even. Oh, this is my tube for my operation I had in my throat or something.
Yeah, you'll see blood sometimes, but it's fine. Don't worry.
You might see me wobbling around. It's not because I'm loaded. It's I've lost a lot of blood.
It's honestly, it's unfortunate, I know, but it's fine.
When you see me yelling expletives at the umpires it's because of the blood loss, not
Yeah.
because of my beer belly.
Yeah, of course.
The beer belly. My buddy had these things called barnoculars, and he said he brought them into a concert, a ball game, and they weren't real binoculars. One of the sides you could screw
I've
off,
seen those.
and you could fill
I've
them
seen
up with
those.
booze and put the top back on and bring them because they'll stop you, but they won't for barnoculars. Come on in. I mean, the hat with the cans, that's a good invention with the straws.
True.
But why does it have to be a construction helmet?
I don't know.
Is it to support, probably to support the weight of the cans?
I've seen like trucker hats with them.
Do they make those?
Yeah.
Would you get a headache wearing that all day?
Probably.
And how warm are those beers after you're sitting in the sun?
Probably a long time. Not to mention, it's really obvious if you want. It can't be subtle.
Get into a game with all
There's no subtlety.
So, that's just my hat, man. There's nothing
Dude,
there.
what are you looking at? I just really, it's fashion. Look it
I've
up.
seen that. I mean, that's pretty. I've seen that in different movies, like where a guy's got a bottle of whiskey and
Yeah.
I've seen a different. But what an invention, though. That guy made millions off of that, dude.
Yeah, I wonder. He's living the life right now. I guarantee it.
The life of Riley.
The life of Riley. Yeah.
Who's Riley?
Wrong person to ask.
You're Irish.
True.
I thought you might. That's
True.
Well, they were the O'Reillys, but they were shamed,
Yeah.
so they dropped the O.
Yeah.
They're just the Rileys.
Yeah.
So
True.
I understand, Listen, I knocked the Irish a lot, but my grandmother was a Reynolds, my great grandmother, so I got a little bit myself.
So every time you
you
knock
know.
the Irish, you knock yourself.
Didn't sound right. What are you talking about, Carl? Yo, you knocking the Irish. I'm going to knock the Irish right off of that.
Okay, that I don't know. My mind. Then my mind. As soon as you said that, then my mind just straight up went to Scarface for some reason. Just like Tony Montana saying, "You knocked the Irish." I don't know why. The way you said,
that's what it sounded like.
that
wasn't the accent I was
No,
implying,
the way
Carl.
you said that for some reason just.
Joe, you knocked the Irish. That's horrible. I can't. You knocked the Irish.
Okay.
Pacino. Why does Pacino? I mean, this has been done many times too. But he just screams in all his movies. He went from like Dog Day Afternoon and Michael Corleone was jaw wired shut. We're talking about a cop that's into drugs. We're talking about a cop that's dirty. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, that's Godfather.
Yeah.
The first one. And then now, Pacino! He's just where did this, why? You know what the switch is? Scent of a Woman.
Huh?
Scent of a Woman was where the switch was made.
Oh,
in his
interesting.
voice, really.
All right.
Because that's when he started the hoo-ah, and then like, he's doing all that. And then, have you ever seen Son of a Woman?
I know of the movie.
Yeah, I know you know of it, Carl, but
Listen.
it's not enough, man.
Listen.
We need to find a happy. Well, we do have a little bit of happy medium on references, but
We'll find it. We'll find it.
hey, who's making noise up there? No,
Wow.
that's my later life Pacino. That's all.
It's very good. It's very good.
It's very loud though. I can't do it without yelling.
I mean, hey,
Bernie Sanders, you have to yell. That's another one.
Yes,
We did that here one night. We had a lot of fun.
Yeah, was that last? Wait, was that during the?
It was a while. It was the night that Ted Cruz resigned from. I resigned from the presidency of the United States of America.
Jesus.
Don't mind the booger falling out of my nose and landing on my top lip, which I will just quickly dispose of into my mouth like no one really saw it on national live television.
And the fact that I am the Zodiac Killer.
You think so?
He's the Zodiac Killer.
His old man, was it his old man had something to do with Kennedy's assassination, I think?
No, I heard something about that, but I don't know.
Or was it Rubio? Marco
Was it
Rubio. I
was
think
it-
it was Ted Cruz.
I think it was Cruz because
there's a Cuban connection or something with Lee Harvey Oswald. I think there's a photo of them together in the same photo. I don't know if they were actually doing something together or they just happened to get them in the same photo. What is that noise? Jake brake. You know what Jake brake is, Carl?
I do not.
A truck has a braking system that's separate from the the actual brakes, like the air brakes.
It has its own.
Then it does some of the compression of the engine to slow the truck down quicker. So when you hear a truck go, that's what that is. It's
a J-brake. It's like
anyone wearing headphones listening to this. I'm sorry. I mean, I don't know. You must have nothing else to do with your time, But
That's okay though.
I
'cause
just
we
blew
don't-
your left eardrum out.
It's okay.
If Pacino didn't do it.
Then that did.
Sorry about your eardrum. Yeah.
No, but Ted Cruz is definitely the Zodiac killer. He is
Now, what is your... Now, this is your opinion, not the opinion of 88.5 LPFM or its affiliates.
No, not better.
This is
Farm,
Carl's
not
opinion
anyone.
that Ted Cruz is the Zodiac killer. We just want to make this public announcement.
Did you see when
It's called keeping us from getting sued, Carl.
Yes. So if Ted Cruz wants to sue us, then he can go right.
Allegedly, you heard Ted Cruz.
Was the Zodiac
Not
killer.
that you really believe. Well, you may believe that. Not that it's true.
I'm not going to say whether or not I really genuinely
even though
believe
it's
it.
probably true.
For the sake of
I don't-
sake of this
but-
conversation, it is.
Okay.
I saw when he was giving one of his last. Did you see that one speech? It was
The Booger speech?
Huh?
The Booger speech?
It was the one with when Carly Fiorina was on stage with him. I think it was like right before he
I never watched one
stepped.
speech or
Okay.
one anything that any of these people have said in months.
Okay.
I-
Well, when
Go
they were when they were speaking, they did this thing where they did this triumphant, like they held up their hands together or whatever, just like just whatever. And when he
like
went,
in unity.
yeah, like in
Okay,
unity
okay.
or something. And when he went to shake,
I think we
Her-
should do that, Carl, before every show.
yeah, just
We'll do our hands up in unity just to get ready.
yeah,
We'll
I
play
think-
some psych up music.
Yeah, I think so. It's a good idea.
Go ahead, man. Sorry.
No, they did the unity thing, and he like shook her hand. I think right before, but when they shook hands, it was like this really weird. It was like this really weird
Quick.
like thing.
They didn't know how to shake hands with each other.
That's what it. That's what.
like if
it-
somebody offers you their left hand for some reason.
That's what it looked like when they like just went like.
Okay.
Did this and then they shook and then they did this and then somebody was like, that's definitely the secret Zodiac killer handshake. And then I kind of went with it, and so I think that based on that handshake alone, I think that's the Zodiac killer. It's him.
Maybe.
It's got to
I
be
think,
him.
I think you should run with that, Carl.
I will
Investigate. Investigative journalism. I think it's
I'm gonna
right up your
I'm gonna move.
alley.
I'm gonna move to San Francisco and
will.
I think the case is already reopened. Actually, they closed it, but then I think they reopened it like a few years ago. Maybe I'm wrong.
I just watched Dirty Harry 3 days ago. Dirty Harry, the first one, is based loosely on the Zodiac Killers in San Francisco.
I actually did not know that.
That's the music in it. We have to find the music. Carl, find the music real quick for Dirty Harry, the soundtrack. That's the music you hear when like he's going around and finding the rooftops. I'm gonna be singing it all day, Carl. Oh yeah. Oh, the handshake thing, real quick. Well, it just got me thinking. Remember at the party, the handshake? The handshake conversation we had about too strong, and it was a weird shake from a woman that we had shook hands with.
Yeah.
It was odd. It was a little. It was like when you shake a woman's hand compared to a man's hand, it's just different.
Yes.
9 times out of 10, you'll go in for the half shake, grab her fingers lightly, politely shake
That
her
is
hand.
literally what I did when I met Noah.
That's yes.
Yeah, it was like the lightest. Like it's just what I.
Well, I remember that old lady. You broke her hand that time.
Yeah.
We don't bring that up, but
Yeah. Well,
I know there's a
we'll
pending
talk about
lawsuit
this
and all
later.
that going on. But remember, Carl, she came in and squeezed on the woman's shake.
Squeezed.
I've never had a woman squeeze hard. Like, some guys will go in and, like, they're crushing your hand because they got some crazy ego thing going on. And then you have guys who just give the moderate, normal shake. But she squeezed, like, sizing
hard.
you up like a guy would shake. It was... You got the same vibe.
I feel you.
What's that all about, man?
I think she just saw you and was like, well, this guy needs.
She gave you the same shake. though.
She gave us this. Yeah, maybe she.
It must be her normal man.
Either that, or maybe she just knows. Maybe she was just like, well, these guys are not great DJs as they think they are.
I understand. Well, okay.
I am going to show them up by shaking their hand as hard as I can.
Okay, so she was fronting her DJ ego. I don't understand what this means, girl.
I just think she wanted to put us in our place because we think we're so great, but maybe she just wants to show like, oh, we're not that great. She's better than we. I don't know.
Well, I mean, she's got a point.
Yeah, she does. Not even no joke.
But I'm depressed now, Carl. Oh,
It's-
you found it.
Is it okay? There's
Probably do the main title.
all right. There's
Try that first.
and then there's also Scorpio's theme. I don't know if that.
Yeah, the Scorpios theme. That's probably the one. And we can play this because we're commenting on it.
All right.
So we have, what do you call it?
We have all our licenses anyway.
Yeah, because this is on a soundtrack.
Yeah, you got it.
And it's probably like Warner Brothers. They own the movie. I'm sure it's...
All right.
This might be it. Lalo Schifrin in Friends? That's the name of the...
Lalo Schifrin.
Is it working, Carl?
It should be.
Should be, but it's not.
Hang on. What did we do?
I don't know.
Purple CD.
Everything's good, right? Turn up your volume on the gray wire. That might help. Got that up?
I have it. Yeah, that's all the way up.
That's all the way up?
What did we do? I'm trying to think.
Yes. You are
I'm
trying.
trying to think. Oh, wait a sec. Hang on.
Keyword.
I know what it is.
Trying to
I had to mute this tab earlier. There we go.
Hang on, Carl.
Let's fade it in.
The Thinking of Carl is brought to you in part by... Have you met that guy yet? Or does he not work for that affiliate in Watertown?
The following program is brought to you in part
I forget
by...
it. See, I forget his name.
Come down to the Apollo Restaurant in Watertown.
I
Fine dining.
probably have.
The Apollo Restaurant has the best gyros north of Syracuse.
Wait a sec.
I also work
actually,
for WBTS or WTNY. And what's the PBS affiliate? in
WWNY / Fox 28.
Fox 28 in Watertown. Come to the Apollo Restaurant for fine dining. The best gyros north of...
Do you know what I'm talking
I know, yeah.
Come on, Carl.
I
It's my
might-
best
I-
one. I can't do any other impression as good as
I
that
might
one.
have met him because a lot of the times if they
Does
get
he talk
someone,
like that?
I
Hello.
think I know who you. Yeah.
Carl, I hear you go to Rochester Institute of Technology. I also sound just like Sulu on Star Trek. We are the same
point.
person. Captain, the phasers are locked on stun. Please go to the Apollo Restaurant.
In
on
Watertown.
Vulcan.
On
The
Vulcan.
best Vulcan gyros north of Centuria 1.
Yes. Oh my god. You got to
Captain.
roll with that impression.
Sulu on
yeah.
Star Trek.
So I do have it now.
Okay. I want to see if I'm in the same key. I'm just doing it by memory, so it's been a few days.
I heard it. Hang on. Turn. I think I'm assuming.
Crank
this
up
is-
the headphones. Wait, Carl. I know it's going to blow your eardrums, but maybe I can't hear anything through them. The lapse of technology is brought to you in part by... What's going on
What
with this
is
thing,
thi-
Carl?
What is this nonsense? The tab was muted before, and I was like, "Oh, all right, that's not."
Just
right.
plug your phone in the thing, man.
Might-
Carl's making minor adjustments over there. Biggs Dark Lightner?
Well, that's helpful.
Did we come to a agreement on Biggs Dark Lightner?
I don't. Did we? I don't know.
I think that's the name. If you'd like to correct us, we're Better Radio, WBTS 88.5 at gmail.com.
Oh yeah, my case. What the hell, man?
Carl's
My
Carl's
case is-
fumbling again. When I see one drop of sweat go down Carl's temple, I know he's having a global meltdown 3 feet from me. It's pretty exciting to watch. Try push the play on there and see what happens, Carl. Hey, turn up the volume.
Yeah, it was
Pump up the volume.
It was up.
What's going on over there?
Why is it?
Why isn't this working, Carl?
What is going on?
Carl, your computer is a pile of crap, Carl.
I literally have no idea what is going on.
How about a different... Maybe there's no volume because something's wrong with this page.
Maybe
Try a different YouTube page.
maybe they actually hang on. What was his name? Lalo Schifrin. Because that looks like it's on another album actually. Lalo Schifrin and Friends.
I don't even know if we're still on the air. If we're still on the air, please let us know at WBTS 88.5 at gmail.com.
We gotta be still on the air. Oh wait, hang on. There we go. There we go.
Okay.
All right.
Knock it out of the park, Carl.
All right.
Scorpio theme.
All right. This
You had
one's
it, it's
called
up.
Scorpio's View. I'm assuming that's the same thing.
Yeah. That's up. Yeah. There it is. I just want to see if I'm in the same key.
This is unbelievable.
What's going on, Carl?
It is playing right now, yet for some reason I am picking up nothing.
What's going on, Carl? What's happening over there, Carl? Slider over. Main
all the way
volume.
over.
Main volume up, Carl. How's the main volume looking?
And there we go. Let me try it.
That guy that played,
Oh,
that's
Oh,
me
there we go.
singing in your ear.
there we go.
Turn up the headphones, Carl. I got nothing on that. It's a pretty cool soundtrack.
I dig this. I never paid attention to the soundtrack.
Yeah, we gotta start playing this. I want this for my theme song. We should have this for the theme song of the show, Carl.
Why not?
I want to hear it. All right. Did I hear it right?
I think you heard that.
Thanks. Good, my key was good in my head.
It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
It's a good tune.
I dig it. It's very atmospheric.
Your atmosphere, Carl.
Wow, that's, I'm gonna take that as a really, really good compliment. Yeah, it's a compliment.
You share this with everyone. I just want to hear this. That's it.
Yeah, they got it. Yeah, it's got about a minute left.
Isn't that cool?
I
The
dig
whole
it.
soundtrack. When this is done, go to the prologue, the swimming pool. Listen to this, Carl. This portion. There we go. Yeah, we need to hold this down. We'll figure something out. Yeah. There you go. The Kirby Hero soundtrack brought to you in part by
Follow. Is that what it is?
We're gonna all screw publicity on YouTube today.
Oh, okay. Here's the prologue.
You could sample this record.
You could. Somebody's probably done it already. Turn it into a beat.
What do you think, Carl? Would you sample this?
I would sample this.
Would you take this to the top?
I would take this right to the top. All the way.
Top of Old Smoky.
Old
Do you know
Smoky.
what that is?
Old,
That's an old. That's like my grandfather's reference.
nice.
See, there's those drums again, Carl. So this is Prologue, the swimming pool.
Prologue in the swimming pool.
When this is done, I want you to go to. Let's see. Try Harry's Hot Dog. I got into a Clint Eastwood thing last week, and I watched this. I watched Pale Rider.
Oh, all right. This sounds familiar, actually. Very nice.
It's time once again for You Bet Your Cojones with Carl Johnson.
That's perfect, actually.
This I don't remember what the song is. He's eating in a diner. Have you ever seen Dirty Harry?
Yeah.
Okay, I get it. It's the scene with the bank robbery.
Oh, this is
So he sees when he walks into the bank, there's a guy in a car smoking cigarettes.
okay. Yeah,
And he's throwing butts out the window, and he sees a bunch of butts out the window. So he goes and he sits down. He's not facing the street. He asks the guy at the counter in the diner, you see a guy sitting in the car? What's he doing? He's sitting or whatever. So he knows something's going on.
Yeah.
So he waits. All of a sudden, you hear all the bells ring, the water's flying up. He walks over to it.
Yeah. See, I knew this sounded familiar. I just,
Yeah.
I dig it. I dig it a lot, very much.
Yeah, I know what you're wondering. Shots you on the sinks. I'll tell you the truth, I was excited. I was got myself. You gotta ask yourself one question. Do you feel lucky? Or do you, punk? I gots to know.
Click. I just described the scene right now. He does the same thing to the Scorpio or whatever at the very end, but he did have one left. He only did fire 5.
We got to do that more. I really dug how that was sounding.
That's a good tune. Maybe that could be our theme song, Carl.
It should be.
That's it. You wanted? Well, we'll try a few, but we'll put this one in there. I like it.
We will. We will.
So it's called Harry's Hot Dog.
I'll save this
That's
one.
come on, that's a great title. Anyways,
I might as well just save the entire thing on my Spotify because I'll probably listen to it later.
Sweet, I would.
Yeah.
You're going to be the only grown man in America tonight listening to the Dirty Harry soundtrack. I'll guarantee this.
You know,
I'll put money on it.
I would too, actually. Yeah. I'm upset. I bought my dad, I think it was all 4 of the Dirty Harrys for Christmas a few years ago.
Sweet.
And he hasn't watched them.
No.
Not yet. Maybe he's just not really much of a putting in a DVD and watching a movie kind of guy.
Well, it's such a big, you got to walk across the room. It's a big
he's more of the
task.
He's more of the watching them when they come on like AMC or
Sure, let other people
Turner
decide
Classic
how your
Movies.
life's going to go, Carl. Don't be in charge of your own destiny, sir.
No.
I say this with the most I met your father.
He's
probably going to listen to this, so I don't get hit by him. but
Maybe. Maybe.
He seemed like a really nice person.
He is a very nice person. Thank you, Dad.
The views expressed on the show are not representative of Carl.
Not. Well, okay. Well, I don't even. Where are we even
We
going?
were talking about. Oh, I was going to go with Clint Eastwood. So I have a fistful of dollars,
Fistful of dollars.
and I have the good, the bad, and the ugly.
You're missing.
I do not have for a few dollars more.
You are missing it.
So that's a trilogy. That's the Spaghetti
That is
Western
a
trilogy.
spaghetti western. Man,
I want to hear that noise. Get down there. That's the whistle from
Hang on.
the good, the bad, and the ugly.
I'm gonna need to hang on.
So now I did a little research on it, and I found out that High Plains Drifter, which he plays they think maybe his character was a ghost in. That came out in like 78. And then Pale Rider came out in 85 or 6.
Okay.
Which he's also a ghost.
All right.
Clint Eastwood
Yeah.
has stated that's what his character was. So there's actually 5 movies. It's the same man with no name in all these movies. It's 5.
Good job.
Like they took the first 3 and just without Sergio
Sergio Leone.
Leone.
Yeah.
Yeah. Play that, Kyle. Stir up. See what it
I
sounds like.
forgot Ennio Morricone did this. He just won an Oscar, by the way, and he's like 90 years old. And he's his
He's
first.
still alive?
Yeah, and it's his first Oscar.
Really?
It is his first. He won it for The Hateful Eight,
I've seen
which
that.
is a great one.
Is that?
That is the newest Quentin Tarantino movie.
I love Quentin Tarantino up till Pulp Fiction. So I like
That you like one movie?
I like 2. I like Reservoir Dogs, and Pulp Fiction.
Okay, that includes Pulp Fiction,
And
but everything
that's
after
it.
that.
I like his first two. I don't know if he did one before Reservoir Dogs.
He wrote movies. I know before that. I know he
Yeah.
wrote True Romance.
Okay.
Yeah.
Harvey Keitel?
Yeah.
Okay. I've never seen that.
Yeah, it's good. I'd recommend it. But yeah, so you like 2 out of his now 8 films. So didn't like Jackie Brown.
Okay, I take it back. I forgot about Jackie Brown. Michael Keaton in that?
Yeah, that's the one that everyone forgets about. I think that movie is so underrated.
What about Pam Grier?
She's great. I play music from
She's
the
Foxy.
sound. Foxy Brown. She was Foxy
Yeah,
Brown.
no doubt.
And I play music from the soundtrack all the time here. Like
Yeah.
I do it all the time. It's great.
She's a good-looking girl, man.
She is very much. I don't know
You know
how.
who? I'll tell you. Remember, what's her name from Austin Powers 2 or 3? Which one had Foxy Cleopatra?
I thought that was 2.
No, 2's got the skinny blonde girl. They did the American Woman video.
Yeah,
She was
you're
in
right.
it.
Never mind.
Lenny
So it's 3.
Kravitz. What's her name? Where'd she go? When's the last time you saw her in anything? What's her name? I don't even remember who she is. Austin Powers 2. Well, yeah. Who? Beyonce.
Beyonce.
Young Beyonce.
Beyonce.
With the big afro. Foxy Cleopatra.
Cleopatra. Let's see.
All right, let's see here.
We got Heather Graham. Actually,
That's
yeah,
it.
Heather Graham.
Heather Graham.
Yeah. She has a.
When's the
has
last
she
time
even
you saw
been in
her
any-
in
What was she? Hang on, I gotta think. What was she in? She was in. All right, yeah. Boogie Nights, Austin Powers,
Boogie
The
Nights.
Hangover.
Boogie
That's
Nights.
one. The Hangover.
I've watched about half of that.
I like the first Hangover. The next 2, not as much. What else?
Oh, she was in the one with Sandler and Nicholson. Briefly. Anger Management. She's like right in the middle of the movie in just a couple of scenes.
All right.
One scene, actually, in a hotel room, I think.
All
Or
right.
no, in the bar, and then they go back.
Okay. Yeah, and then everything else is kind of a little bit more obscure-ish.
It's called Straight to Redbox.
Straight to
Carl.
Redbox. That's the word I was looking for. I did not know that she was in Scream 2. That is interesting.
Sure, I wouldn't have guessed that one either.
Yeah, no.
I don't.
Anyway, okay, good or bad,
Yeah, just
ugly.
start it up, man. I want to hear that.
Comedy.
Oh, this is a good scene. This is
It is the good scene.
Oh, this is
There we go.
Oh, it's this song. Okay.
Oh, did you want another one?
Yeah, played the 3. That's a good music too. The 3. It's at the end. It's the 3 when they're standing in the Mexican standoff. The song that's playing.
That wouldn't be included. Oh,
Yeah, when they're doing the Mexican standoff at the end, when they're all staying right there. There's certain music. There's a certain song that goes along with that. That scene.
it's not this one.
No, it's not this one.
Okay.
It's just keep rolling down on the right there. It'll probably come on.
We got Fistful of Dollars, the song.
The Godfather. Throw that one for me. Let's try that one. There we go. We got like 2 minutes left, Carl. I gotta leave at 3.
Oh, really?
So we'll do 1 hour.
Sure. Is it really? Okay.
Never know, go against the family, Carl. Someday you may need a favor. Connie. Oh, there. You know who he is? Pause that real quick. You know who that actor is? That's he played Fredo. He was only in about 4. He was in Dog Day Afternoon. He was in Godfather 1, Godfather 2. He was in The Deer Hunter.
Oh.
And he died. John Cassavetes. He died within a year, I think, of The Deer Hunter.
Jesus.
And he was either married to or very romantically involved with what's her name from The Deer Hunter? Come on, one of the best actresses ever. She's played Margaret Thatcher. She's played
It's not Meryl
Streep.
Is it? Okay, yeah.
Meryl. Oh, yeah, and she's so. You ever see The Deer Hunter, Carl?
A long time ago.
Meryl
was
Streep
a
in
long
that.
time
You
ago.
want to marry Meryl Streep and live in the trailer with her for the rest. She's so sweet in that movie. She's just lovely.
Lovely.
Yeah, she's good.
Really
man.
lovely.
Like her character. I mean, she's just so nice in that because she takes care of Mike when he comes home because he doesn't say too much and he's affected by the Russian roulette that he was forced to play. And
Don't ever
Yeah.
play Russian roulette, kids.
Vietnam. So yeah, it's not. Yeah, I don't.
Don't do
recommend with a cap gun, but then your ears get.
And then your ear, you don't want to lose your hearing,
How fun is a cap gun?
Huh?
How fun is a cap gun? I like
So
the ones with
fun.
the, that looks like a little 6 string of bullets you stick in there, as opposed to the tape.
Yeah. The
tape
tape is a
one.
little bit, whatever.
But it's
cap
more
guns
like
are-
Western, like revolver. I mean,
Yeah.
The revolver.
Cap
so.
guns are so fun, though. I love them. Imagine nowadays if you brought something like that anywhere near a school, there would be problems.
Well, I mean, there's of course, Carl.
Of course, it does. Look
Carl likes to state the
obvious.
The previous obvious answer was brought to you in part by
Apollo's Gyro.
the Apollo Restaurant in Watertown. Fine dining.
If y'all down at Apollo want to sponsor us, hit us
We
up.
send some gyros.
Yes, and hit
I
us up
heard
at
you're the best
WBTS.
gyros north of Syracuse.
WBTS 88.5 at gmail.com.
Captain
Thank you.
Kirk, I've set my phasers on stun.
We're out of here. Thanks, man. That's it.
That is it.
Better Conversation Part 2.
Part 2.
Now, when
deux.
do French people how we go duh? Like when somebody says something stupid, do they go two? All right, let's get out of here.